Hi, this is Lindsay Samples. I'm doing my head-to-toe assessment for Maryville University. This is JC. He agreed to go with patient for this assessment. On inspection, we start with the head. Note that it is symmetrical. And hair distribution, some alopecia. And we're going to palpate. You palpate the scalp and the facial bones. And the frontal sinus and the maxillary sinus. Any pain there?
No.
And then I have to ask you to puff out cheeks, clench your teeth, wrinkle your forehead, scrunch your eyes. And then stick your tongue out. And then back in. Alright, after that, I'm going to have to see if you have a light sensation of your face. You have to tell me if you feel it equally. So, moving on from your face, we move on to the eyes. And with the eyes, I need to know your eyebrows, which are full, they don't have any alopecia, and your eyelashes, which are extended outward, which is normal. On top of that, I need to examine your sclera and conjunctiva. Gonna get my light and look at your conjunctiva. And if they are pink as they should be. The next thing I need to test is cover uncover, where you need to cover one eye and look at a point on the wall. Okay, uncover. Then the other eye. Uncover. I need to test the 6 cardinal fields of gaze. You need to watch the light. Wait, light. I'm watching for any kind of nystagmus or jumping, and that's negative. The next thing I'm going to look at is your pupillary response. I'm going to look at one pupil, direct and sensual. Direct and consensual. And that's good. Moving on to the ears. I'm going to look at the alignment and position of the ears, which is normal. We're going to palpate the auricle. And move on to the whisper test. I'm going to stand behind you. You have to tell me which word I say.
F. A.
Okay. From there on, we're going to go on to the Rhine and Weber test. I'm going to put this on. I'm going to activate the tuning fork, and it will tell us the difference between air conduction and bone conduction. When I put it on top of your head, it should be equal on both sides. So you tell me if you hear it more on one side or the other. Or both.
Either. Left. Both.
Okay. Then we're gonna do it on your ear, air conduction to bone conduction, and your mastoid process. And I want you to tell me when you stop hearing it, and then I'm gonna move it, and then when you stop hearing it.
I don't hear it anymore.
Moving on with your ear. I'm going to look in your ear at your tympanic membrane. Yeah, it looks pretty gray. It's very good. Moving on from there, we're going to your mouth, and I inspect your lips for any kind of big crack, fissures, and everything looks okay. And I'm going to look at your open your mouth, please. And I'm going to look at, the tongue. Can you move it back and forth? There. And your teeth and the configuration of your teeth. You can put it on your teeth, the configuration of the teeth, the number and color, and the mucosa is pink, and your uvula is midline, and your tonsils are +2, which is normal. And then I have to check your gag reflex. Very good. Thank you. From your mouth, we're moving on to your neck. And I want to see that your neck is symmetrical. It's even, no JVD, and there isn't under trachea's midline. From there, I'm going to go to palpate the neck, and the trachea is midline. I'm going to feel the pulses of the carotids one at a time. And I'm going to try to palpate the thyroid. It's a little difficult. And then I'm going to palpate the lymph nodes. So this would be the pre-auricular, the post-auricular, the occipital, the superficial cervical, the deep cervical, the supraclavicular, the tonsillar, submandibular, and the submental. And I can't palpate any of them, which is a good sign. Also, I've gone to the axillary at this point, and I can't palpate that either. The next thing I'm going to do is have you put your neck forward, put your neck back. Legs front, left, right. Show your shoulders. Okay. So now I'm going to have to go towards my hand, back, forward, for your shoulders. Thank you. I'm going to go on to auscultate your carotid arteries and your thyroid. Okay, can you hold your breath? You can breathe. And then hold your breath. Thank you. Moving on from your neck, we're going to move on to the arms. I'm going to note your musculature of your arms, your shoulders, your temperature, hair distribution of the hands and arms. Hair distribution is even. The fingers I need to look at for clubbing and capillary fill. There is no clubbing, and the capillary fill is brisk. And from there, I move on to the back. Could you please turn around for me? So we move on to the back. An important thing to know is the thoracic configuration, which is 1 to 2, and the expansion, and make sure it's symmetrical respiration. And from there, we're going to palpate. When we palpate expansion. So I'm going to have you take a deep breath. I'm going to know that it was symmetrical. The next thing we know is tactile primitus. So I'm going to put my hands on your back. When you feel me touch you, you say 99.
99.
And then again with the form.
99.
Okay. I'm going to listen to your lungs here. Actually, I need to percuss. Systematically. You're going to percuss laterally. Can you please put your arms above your head? And I'm going to listen to your lung sound. Just take a deep breath when you feel my scoop touch you. I'm going to also take systematically. Deep breath. And then again with your hands on top of your head. Very good. If you can turn around to the front. We're going to continue listening to your lung sounds in the front. If you could take a deep. From here we go back to inspection and we note the thoracic configuration of the anterior chest. We know any heaves or thrills, pulsations, skin color, everything looks good. We're going to percuss that or palpate his anterior chest wall and feel for any heaves or thrills or pulsations. And the apical impulse. From there we go back to, we palpate the tactile primitus again. So if you could tell me 99 when I touch you again.
99. 99. 99. 99.
One more time.
99. 99. 99. 99.
And then we're going to percuss systematically. And from there, we need to auscultate the cardiac sounds using the bell and the diaphragm. So we're going to go aortic, pulmonic, herbs, mitral, tricuspid, and mitral. We're going to do it again with the bell. Aortic, pulmonic, herbs, tricuspid, and mitral. From there, I'm going to ask if you could lay down. And we're going to move on to the abdominal assessment. Top down or bottom up. Moving on to the abdominal assessment, I'm going to look with tangential lighting to the contours of the abdomen, which seem to be flat, and there are no pulsations, obviously noted. And then we go on to auscultation of the vowel sounds. We start in the right upper quadrant, work our way around. If we didn't hear about vowel sounds, we would stay in the area for 5 minutes to confirm that we don't hear vowel sounds. And then we move on to the aortic area. Renal arteries, iliac arteries, and femoral arteries. We move on to percussion. And it would be normal to hear tympany over the abdomen. It would be normal to hear dullness over organs. And I'm going to percuss now the liver borders. Noting the dullness. It's still here, and then I'm going to work my way up. And this area should be 6 to 12 centimeter. And I need to percuss splenic dullness, so I'm going to have you turn towards me. At the level of the 6th rib, mid-axillary line. And you can note splenic dullness. Thank you, you can turn back. I'm going to do a light palpation to note for any tenderness or masses. Do you feel any tenderness? And then deep palpation, I do feel for your liver. And for your kidney. And your spleen. Which is normal to be not palpable, and your left kidney. Next thing is that I can have you kind of do a little crunch. You need to palpate the abdominal muscles. Very good, thank you. And moving on from there, I'm going to go to the legs. And with your legs, I'm going to note the muscle mass. The hair distribution, which is even. Edema, which is negative. And I'm gonna feel for your palpitable pulse. me intensity and rhythm and rate. Again on the other side. Again with your posterior tibia pulse. Then on the other side. And dorsalis pedis. And again, the brachial. And the radial. And again on the other side. After that, have you set up? And I want you to shut your eyes and tell me if this is sharp or dull.
Sharp. 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 Dull. Dull. Sharp. Dull. Dull. Dull.
Alright, and then I'm going to check your reflexes. Starting with the radium. Or the brachium. Starting with the brachium. Try that. And then the patellar. And then the Achilles. From there, I want to ask if you could stand up and turn that way. Bend over. I'm going to palpate the cervical spine, going down to the lumbar spine. And no any kyphosis, lordosis, scoliosis, and it appears the spine has been lined. You can stand up. Okay, and thank you for watching my presentation. I had to show assessment from Marybelle University.